your season's not over yet, but your regular season is. What do you think you'll remember most? Did this regular season go by fast for you? What will you remember most from this first one in Eugene?
I'm going to remember all the wins. Forget all the losing. No, but I don't know what I remember the most. I remember it all. You know, it was a great experience. You know, it was great. It was a great learning lesson for our team. We got a lot of young guys on this football team, and I thought throughout the season there was a lot of times where we had to learn. You know, when we was in that losing streak, you know, again where we could have easily gave up and just went the other way. Our guys didn't do that. You know, they stuck together, and that helped. And but I guess if there's one thing I can say is just how this football team came together. You know, and the things that I was preaching to them from the beginning about we can't go anywhere if we don't care about each other and if we don't play for each other. And I can honestly say all these young men care about each other now, and it played a big role in our success this year.
How did you decide to pull the trigger on icing the kicker before the half?
You like that? That was a good call, wasn't it? That was pretty sweet. You know, we didn't want them to score. You know, we had timeouts, so that was a long field goal. And at first, coach was like, "Call a timeout." Coach Levitt was like, "Coach, call a timeout." Then it was like, "Oh, we fine." Then it was like, "Well, we might as well ice him." So let's ice him. Let's do it, and it worked.
What's that meant to your team to have Justin Herbert back on the playing field these last couple weeks?
It meant the world to our football team. Justin he's our franchise quarterback, you know, and not only to our offense. You know, I thought it meant something to our entire football team. When he came back, it just inspired everybody having him back, and that's just the kind of guy that he is, and kind of football player that he is. He's special, and he inspired everybody else to play at a high level, and it made a world of a difference for our football team.
Jen, on the right.
So I was curious whose idea it was to wear the raincoats tonight.
I don't know. We didn't wear them until the end of the game, I think. It started raining touchdowns, so they wanted to put on the rain jackets.
Coach Dylan Mitchell. Dylan Mitchell, can you just talk about him a little bit? He had a great game. Seems like he's improved throughout the year. Had a little injury there for a little while, but seems like he's really primed for a great season next year, based off this too.
He is. Dylan has been a great team player throughout this entire season, you know, and I would say that about all those receivers. They're early when they wasn't getting as many catches. Those guys wasn't complaining or anything. They just did whatever we asked them to do, and it helped big time. But getting Justin back and allowing Dylan to do some of the things that he do well was big, and tonight's game was really big for him. But we talked, Dylan and I talked, and just say he's due for one of those games, you know. And it was I was glad to see that he came out and had the game that he had tonight, and see the smile on his face. I know he appreciate this game big time. We do too.
Coach,
we'll go one more question.
I apologize if this was already asked, but what does it mean to you to win this game on your first try, and you know, to kind of get a little bit of redemption after last year and what the guys went through?
It meant the world. I definitely didn't want to be that coach that go to this offseason with a loss to school up north. Didn't want to be that guy, you know, and I can tell how miserable it was just throughout the whole offseason. That's all you hear, you know, and then you start hearing about, I knew when they pulled out the raincoat, it was over. It was over. Like, are you kidding me? But that was that team and not this team. So meant the world. Meant the world to me, meant the world to our guys, meant the world to our fan base to get the Ducks back in the win column.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.